Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Amy Hajari Case, Senior Medical Advisor for Education and Awareness for the Pulmonary Fibrosis Foundation. I want to welcome you to the all-new Pulmonary Fibrosis Foundation Community Registry. We are very excited about this important research initiative, and we are thrilled that you are here to learn more. The PFF Community Registry is a research study that will collect data to help researchers answer key questions about pulmonary fibrosis, known as PF, and interstitial lung disease, or ILD. It is open to individuals affected by PF or ILD that are 18 years or older who live in the United States and have reliable internet access. Individuals can participate as patients with PF or ILD, even if they have had a lung transplant since their diagnosis. Those who have served as caregiver to individuals with PF or ILD can also take part in the PFF Community Registry and will be asked specific questions about their experience in the role of a caregiver. Immediate family members of patients with PF, specifically biological parents, siblings, or children, can join the PFF Community Registry as well. Anyone that meets these criteria are invited to complete surveys online every 6 months. Completing a set of surveys questions can take 45 to 60 minutes or less. Participation in the PFF Community Registry is completely voluntary, and you can choose to stop participating at any time. Whether you are a patient, caregiver, or family member, this video will guide you through the initial steps required to join the PFF Community Registry. Now, I want to show you how to sign up, so let's get going. Let's start here on the PFF Community Registry launch page. If you are looking to join the PFF Community Registry, you will come here and click this link, which will take you to the Community Registry's introduction page. If you have already enrolled and need to log back into the PFF Community Registry, you can click this link. On the introduction form, you'll be asked a few screening questions to see if you are eligible to take part in the PFF Community Registry. Simply respond yes or no to the questions on the screen as they apply to you, then click the Submit button to see if you are eligible. Again, in order to participate, you must be 18 years or older, live in the United States, be willing to complete surveys every 6 months, have reliable internet access, and be affected by PF as a patient, caregiver, or family member. If you are eligible, based on your responses to the introduction form, you will be invited to sign up for a MyRedCap Cloud account. To do so, you will need to provide a valid email address, fill in your first and last name, create a password for your account, confirm your password by entering it again into the following field, verify you are not a robot by responding to the reCAPTCHA check, click the checkbox to agree to MyRedCap Cloud Terms of Service and Privacy Policy. After you have done so, click the Sign Up button. You will then receive a confirmation email at the valid email address you provided. Once you receive the confirmation email, click on the link in the email to activate your RedCap Cloud account. After you click the link from the confirmation email, you will be taken to the login page of RedCap Cloud. Log in to RedCap Cloud with your username and password. Your username is the valid email address you provided. You will arrive at the RedCap Cloud homepage. From the homepage, click on the PFF Community Registry icon. You will be taken to the list of forms that make up the PFF Community Registry surveys. Here, you will see the screening form, which is already marked completed. This is because the responses you already provided on the introduction form are recorded within this screening form. Next, you will need to provide consent to officially join the community registry. Go to the Informed Consent form by clicking the name of the form. Once it opens, be sure to read the document carefully before consenting to participate in the PFF Community Registry. After you've finished reading the informed consent document, you will need to confirm you agree to participate and provide your electronic signature. At the bottom of the consent form, you will be asked if you are willing to allow researchers to contact you about future research projects. You may respond yes or no to this question and still participate in the PFF Community Registry. The next question will ask if you are interested in learning about upcoming educational events or experiences sponsored by the Pulmonary Fibrosis Foundation. Like the previous question, you may respond yes or no to this question and still participate in the PFF Community Registry. Finally, you can enroll into the PFF Community Registry by responding yes to the statement, "I voluntarily agree to participate in this study." You will need to enter your full name into the field below, then provide your electronic signature. To e-sign the document, click Add Signature. A pop-up signature window will appear. Place your cursor or pointer within the box of the Add Signature pop-up window. Click and hold the left button on your computer, mouse, or device, then move the cursor or pointer to sign your signature. If you need a bigger signature box, click the Maximize button. It doesn't need to be perfect, but if you need to erase your signature and start again, click the Clear button. Once your signature has been made, click the Save and Exit button to close the Add Signature pop-up window. When ready, click the Submit button at the bottom of the form to record your consent. With the informed consent form completed, you will need to respond to the enrollment status form so we know which questions to ask you. Back on the list of forms, you should see the enrollment status form listed directly underneath the informed consent form. You can go to the enrollment status form by clicking the name. On the enrollment status form, we ask you to verify how pulmonary fibrosis has impacted you. If you are a patient who has PF or ILD, you would select I have PF or ILD or was diagnosed prior to receiving a lung transplant. If you have had a lung transplant but were diagnosed with PF before you received a lung transplant, you would select the same option. I have PF or ILD or was diagnosed prior to receiving a lung transplant. If you are now or previously were a caregiver for someone with PF, you would select, I am currently or was in the past a caregiver for someone with PF or ILD. If you are the biological child, sibling, or parent of a person who was diagnosed with PF, you would select, a member of my immediate family has or was diagnosed in the past with PF or ILD. Please select all that apply to you, then click the Submit button. Now that you've consented to participate and confirmed how PF or ILD has affected you, the remaining forms will display on the List of Forms page. You may now begin completing your first PFF Community Registry survey and help us drive PF research forward. Thank you for viewing this video. If you have any immediate questions, you may contact the PFF Help Center at 844-TALK-PFF or 844-825-5733 toll-free, or by email at registry@pulmonaryfibrosis.org.